Have I done it? Oh, I forgot you have to like be in position when you press film. Hi guys, it's Shannon and welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be doing your assumptions about me. And honestly, to be honest, I was shocked that no one said anything really mean. There's some that get quite deep, but nothing was to the point where I got offended. So thank you so much. I did tell you not to hold back and I'll let you write it anonymously if you wanted to, but apparently so far so good. No one has like a thing against me or thinks anything bad, so I'm really happy about that. But yeah, I've got all the questions, when I turn it the right way, I've got all the questions wrote on my phone and I'm really excited. Sorry that I've been gone. I know I said I wanted to film every week in 2020. I have been quite ill. I have had an infection and been on antibiotics, and I just didn't feel like filming. I couldn't even put lipstick on because my mouth was so sore, and yeah, it's just not been a good time, and I don't like filming without lipstick, I'm not gonna lie, because I like to overline. I don't have fillers, don't want fillers, so lip pencil is my best friend. Also, really off topic, I just want to say thank you so much to Roseby. They have a page on Instagram and we are doing a collaboration. Right guys, so you know in my 2020 video, before I get into the video, how I said I believe in the law of attraction and I believe what you put out into the universe and everything, and I did this literally, I filmed it at the beginning of the month and now we're at the end, now we are at the end of the month and it's not even, January's not even over yet, and I said at the beginning of this month that I wanted to get a collaboration this year, but I explained that I have under 1,000 followers on Instagram, so I thought it's quite a stretch. Lo and behold, I've got a collaboration and I'm super excited, and I'm taking the pictures after I filmed this video today, so stay tuned for that on my Instagram. It is at @ShannonRose_, all one word. I didn't think I'd get a collab this soon, to be honest. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. The third, I cannot speak today, like I literally just cannot speak. I don't know what is wrong with me. Also, if I look slightly patchy, I do have a little bit of fake tan on because I did want to look good for the collaboration that I'm doing, but it's fine. I like how I just point that out and you probably didn't even notice till I did, and now you're probably thinking that is bad. The first assumption that I'm going to be starting off with is you live alone with your baby. This is 100% true. It is just me and Cody that live here. My boyfriend does come to see us on weekends and sometimes through the week, depending on where he's working and what he does in the week and if he has time, but I do live alone with Cody. And as most of you know already, Cody is not my boyfriend's son. So I've almost been living here a year, but it's been a year since I got the keys and I'm really happy, and I love it just being me and Cody, to be honest. Assumption number 2 is a little bit deep, but I appreciate the fact that I said it. Just throw whatever you want at me. It says you don't have the best relationship with your parents. Right, this one I thought was a very interesting assumption, because I never really put anything online about this. Like, my close friends will know, but the fact that this came from someone who I'm not necessarily close to, it intrigued me to why they'd think that. But this one is, I don't know how to explain it. I would say it is true, not in a rude way. Like, I don't want my mum or dad to watch this video and be offended by this, but as for the best relationship, I don't think we do have, no. I love my mum and my dad to bits, and I would equally go to them both with different things. So for example, if I had a problem with something in physical day-to-day life, like I didn't know what to do if my washer broke, I'd go to my mum. If I needed emotional advice on my anxiety, I'd go to my dad. I talk to them both, they're not together. I talk to them both several times a week, probably my dad more so, because he works nights, so in the day he's like free to talk to me when he's awake, whereas my mum does working days, so it's harder for me to speak to her. But I do say I definitely speak to my dad more, but I don't have a bad relationship with them, but it isn't the best, I wouldn't say. For example, until recently, me and my mum don't usually we clash a lot. My anxiety and my mum just clash completely, and I haven't lived with my mum since I was 15 and I'm now 20. I'll be 21 next month. But me and my mum are getting closer. We did go shopping the other day together, which is something we haven't done in years, which was really nice, and I actually did really enjoy it. And me and my dad, I lived with my dad up until this time last year, but we do clash on certain things and they're really personal, so I'll not go into them. But no, I don't feel like I do have the best relationship. Sorry, Cody needed me and now I have just run back in. So yeah, I wouldn't say we have the best relationship, but it's definitely not the worst. It's definitely improved over the years how close I am with them both, and I think that's through me having Cody, really. Not just because I have Cody and they see Cody, more so because I've learned about being a parent and what it takes, so I think that's why we have got closer. The next assumption is that it says you don't like to ask for help. This is 100% true, because in the past, this is why it's true, I've had it thrown back in my face so much. I once spoke to someone and they asked me how I was. I didn't even tell them I had an issue, and they said, how have you been? And I told them, I was like, look, I'm not doing great right now, and I explained my situation. Their response was, Shannon, I'm not your therapist. So since I got that comment, it's honestly quite affected me. Like, I've been very hesitant to what I say to people because I'm scared that they're going to judge me. And I feel like a lot of things I do say to people, especially close to me, are misunderstood and miscommunicated. So I try and not ask for help as much as possible. But when I am struggling, it is quite clear, and then people have to kind of come together to help me because I've bottled it up that long. In terms of my anxiety, I would say I get help quite a lot. Like, for example, I don't go to the shop on my own, so my nan would fetch me milk. But in terms of like actually asking for help, I'm really bad at that. My family's got to the point now where they can kind of tell when I'm not okay. So I can say, yeah, I'm perfectly fine, and they can be like, no, I can tell that you're not. I have just dropped my phone on my foot, and that really hurt. The next assumption is, it says, there's a few people that you don't really want to message back / talk to, but you do it out of politeness. This one's a tricky one because I'm quite an honest person, so if something's bothering me, I'll just say it. I am friends with some of my exes, and I do feel a bit bad because I do have a boyfriend, and I feel like it's almost a little bit disrespectful of my boyfriend to stay in contact with my exes. So I do try and delay replying. So if they message me to see how I am, I don't want to be rude and not reply because they've gone out of the way to ask, but I don't want to like carry on the conversation and keep going and going and going, and then my boyfriend be like, he'd not say anything, is not like, I don't know the word, he's not controlling in the slightest, but I know if it was the other way around, I wouldn't really appreciate it. So I try and be mindful of that. So that's really the only time. Any other time, really, if I don't want to speak to someone, I'll just tell them, and not in like a nasty way. But if someone's like hurt my feelings, I'm not good at hiding that, so I'll just be like, look, I'm sorry, I don't think speaking to you is a good idea, and I've done that in the past. So honestly, I don't think it's a case of replying out of politeness. I just think I'd kind of distance myself. And sometimes, so if you're my friend and you've put this assumption in, if I don't reply that much, it's probably because I'm going through a lot in my head, and it's not because I'm ignoring you, because if I had an issue, I'd just straight up tell you. I'm quite honest like that, and I would never want someone thinking that they've done something wrong when they haven't. I'm very much either I'm all there or I'm quite distant, and it's not because I'm trying to be mean or very like hit and miss with you. It's just I struggle a lot with my mental health, and I have to take a step back sometimes from everyone, not just a certain person, and that is me. The next assumption says you don't think you're pretty and you lack self-confidence, in brackets, even though you are stunning. I just want to say thank you so much. That is so cute, I'm not gonna lie. I get really like, ooh. I do lack self-confidence. I'm looking at my Instagram and the way that I've like posed or something, you would not think it. You'd probably think, oh, I might even think that I'm stuck up. I know I've got one in a lounge bra, like a lounge set, and I just think anyone from school that saw that that doesn't know me now would probably think, what happened to her? Because I was so shy. I definitely lack self-confidence, and I could sit here and say that I'm not confident at all, but looking at the person I used to be, I would say I've got a lot more confidence. So although the assumption is true, oh my god guys, right, there's a dot on my camera and I thought it was on my head like here the entire time. It looked like mascara or something, but it's just on the camera in the viewfinder, and I was mortified. I was like, has that been there the entire video? I've only been filming 17 minutes. I'd say it is true, but not entirely true, because I have come a long way. I would have never ever let someone take a photo of me, or I take my own photos on Instagram. I would have never ever uploaded anything other than a selfie. So that shows you like kind of how far I've come. But no, I am so critical on my appearance. Like right now I'm like, right, Shannon, like I'm looking in the viewfinder just filming this and thinking, your hair doesn't look right, your fake tan looks patchy, are your eyebrows even though I'm like, eyebrows are twins, not eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Is my lipstick right? My teeth aren't white enough, my teeth aren't straight enough. I'm so critical on absolutely everything and it's exhausting, I'm not gonna lie to you. And thank you so much for saying that I'm stunning. I really appreciate it. Personally, I don't think I am, but I do appreciate it and it does mean a lot. And thank you for everyone that does support me on social media, either YouTube or Instagram, whether I know you in real life or online. Support does mean an awful lot to me. Also, can I just say thank you so much for 200 subscribers. I completely forgot that I've not filmed since I hit 200. I'm only on like, I think I've only one past 200, so if anyone like unsubscribes, we might be a bit in trouble and I might have to edit out saying that. But thank you so much, I do appreciate it and I can't wait to, I don't know, I can't wait to just do more. My goal is 1,000, but we will see. The next assumption is you were scared to be a teen mum as you thought people would think you'd fail. This one's going to make me slightly emotional. I got pregnant at 19 and me and my ex split up just before I found out I was pregnant. But he did fear that I was going to be pregnant and then he blocked me off everything. And I didn't have a stable living environment or anything like that. I was living with my dad, but it wasn't a good situation to be in. And even though I had Cody at 20, I was still kind of like a teen mum because I was 19 and pregnant, which isn't too young when I know there's a lot of people younger than me that have babies, but in the grand scheme of things I am still a young mum. People did think I'd fail. I had people say awful things about not only me but Cody as well before I even had him. I had people tell me that stuff people had said. I had a partner or a family member say like in the next room loud enough for me to hear that I'm going to be a hopeless mother and I'm not going to be basically amount to anything. It honestly made me question it. Like even Cody's dad was like, you'll never cope. I have the exact screenshot of the message. While it's loading, I think a lot of the people as well thought that because I have mental health issues I wasn't going to cope because I do have anxiety and depression. And I think even like my own mum didn't think I'd cope, and that hurts for me to say. I'm gonna get upset. When your own mum doesn't think that you can. She didn't tell me till after I had Cody, but when your own mum doesn't think you can do it, it kind of made me think, well, can I? And she told me this after I was coping, obviously. She didn't say this while I was pregnant, so no one like hate my mum. She's not like that, she's a nice person. But she did say I didn't think you'd cope and I thought I'd have to help out and do everything. And I can sit here and say she's had Cody once for a couple hours, so that is not what's happened at all. But it did make me question it. I was like, well, if everyone's questioning whether I can cope, can I really? And Cody's dad said, I found the message, he said, you're not having a baby, simple as that, you wouldn't hack it. You are 100% not ready for children. You do not want to go down this path. So there's no way you'll be able to raise your own kid when you are still one. That was Cody's dad. But the minute I found out I was pregnant, I knew that my life wasn't about me anymore. It was about me and my baby. And my focus was Cody, not me. But it's a very nice feeling knowing that I've done it all myself. And everyone that told me that I couldn't do it, including Cody's dad, I've proved wrong. And I shouldn't have had to prove anything, to be honest, but I didn't mean to prove anything. It's just how it's happened. So I didn't do it to prove people wrong, I did it for Cody. But here we are. I got myself the house, I moved out, I made it very clear that I needed to be up in band priorities. I sorted everything out. I did everything pretty much on my own. My family helped, but for the majority of it I did it myself, and I'm proud of myself for that. And I wouldn't say I've failed in the slightest. I've not missed out on anything that I would have done. I don't think I would even be here if it wasn't for Cody, because I just didn't see a purpose anymore. I've never been out drinking, and because of my anxiety I wouldn't be able to go on holidays and stuff back then because it was even worse than it is now. So looking back, Cody's gave me more of a life now, so I don't feel like I've failed in any way. I feel like I've turned my life around. I was definitely 100% scared that I thought people would think that I'd fail. I just want to sit here and say, he said I wasn't ready for children, but I'm raising our child on myself. Someone said, you never let on how smart you really are. This one I honestly love because everyone thinks I'm ditzy, which I do come across like that on camera, or I'm really clumsy and I seem really light-hearted. But if you actually have a deep conversation with me, I do, this is a bit like, I don't mean to sound big-headed, but I do think I give good advice, and I am quite a serious person when I need to be. So on here I might seem more like I'm quite a bubble, but in person I am quite a, I'm not being fake on camera, but I do want to show you my best self. But if I do need to be serious, I will be serious. So for example, you come to me, someone would come to me with a serious problem and I could help them. Probably just more through because I've had quite a lot of experiences. I don't think I do let on how smart I am. I think people think that I'm definitely naive to situations, but I don't think I'm as gullible as what people assume. Like, you know, when people say, oh, you've really got your head screwed on, I feel like I do know everything I'm doing. I have intentions with everything I do, so I feel like that is a true assumption. I don't let people know how smart I am. Another one is you are either 0 or 100 with things in life. Either you don't care or you care more than anyone else. Can I just say as well, this one wasn't done anonymously, and this person knows me really well. Well, they knew me really well a few years back, but that is still 100% true. I'm not heartless, but once I've had enough of a situation, I can walk away from it quite easily. It does take a lot for me to walk away if I still care, and I physically can't do that. Like, I could say I'm walking away 50,000 times, but if I still care, there's no chance that I'm actually going to go. The minute I stop caring about something, or something hurts too much, or you've lost my respect, I can easily just go, see you later, this isn't for me anymore. That is 110% true. And I'm very loyal, and if someone crosses me to the point where it's unforgivable, because I do believe in second chances, I just don't look back then, and that's it, that's just it. The next assumption is you struggle with certain things more than you let on, just so you don't bother others. This is 100% true again. I feel like you guys know me really well. I'm so scared to bother people, especially if it's a repeating situation. This isn't a situation, but you know, like when you have that friend, or you are that friend that's going through a breakup, but then you get back together and then you're on and off for a while, and you keep telling someone and you feel like they're getting tired of hearing you. I feel like that when it comes to my anxiety, because it's such a big part of my life. If something makes me anxious, I'll try and avoid telling people because I don't want to annoy them, or they're just like, you've got through it before, you can get through it again. And as much as I appreciate it, that's not really helpful because I'm at a different stage in my life, but I'd say that is definitely true. The next one is from a girl I know that also has a baby just a little bit older than Cody, and she said, hiya hun, how do you cope with having anxiety and being a mum to Cody? I'm really struggling. One, I just want to say, because you know me personally, feel free to message me anytime. I will completely speak to you, and if you ever want to do anything with both our babies, I'll be 100% up for that. Because this isn't really an assumption, kind of, it's more of a question, which is perfectly fine. That's not a dig. I'm just going to take that as assuming I cope. I do cope for the most part, but there are times where I'm just like, I can't do it, and I sometimes avoid leaving the house because it's just too much for me. Definitely find something that makes you happy, that differentiates you between being a mum and your own person. I think that's the most important thing. So for me, doing my makeup and watching a Netflix series on a night when Cody's in bed, anything that gives you time to just feel like a person and not just a mum again, I think is really, really important. Because I feel like when you're always focused on the baby, which is not a bad thing, you kind of lose sight of who you are, and that's when you feel like you're just a mum, not a person. So definitely do something for yourself, even if you need to ask someone to have your baby while you go somewhere, you go get your hair done. Just make sure you don't lose sight of who you are, and try and think about what you did before you had the baby. So I am still doing YouTube. I did YouTube before I had Cody, so this is kind of like my release. Or maybe you like singing, maybe you used to go for a few drinks every Saturday, so maybe you could once a month have someone watch your baby overnight and go for a few drinks. I know that isn't possible for everyone, that is definitely not possible for me, but I don't drink anyway. So something that makes you feel more like you. Paint your nails, do your hair. These are all like personal things that would help me. Anything that makes you feel more like a human and less like you're just a mum. Because I think people forget that although we have these little tiny humans that are our entire world, we still have ourselves as well, and it's very easy to lose track of who we are when we're focusing all our energy on another human being. But we are still people, do you know what I mean? We are still our own person, and we deserve to feel more than just a mum. A mum is the best thing in the entire world, but we are more than just that. We are our own person too. And anything that helps with your anxiety, so if that's going for walks, go for walks. If that's having a shower, have a shower. Anything you can possibly do. And I'd say if you have a panic attack and you've got your baby, which I know can be a bit of a nightmare, being there, done that, and you kind of don't know what to do, either phone someone, sit there, put your baby on your knee and just be like, I just need a minute. Your baby might not understand. Put a video on your phone for your baby to watch if it just distracts your baby, just while you calm down. Anything where you can take the baby's focus off you as well, so you can calm down without your baby seeing you in that state, because I know that's the thing that I've got. I don't like Cody seeing me panic. Even if you need to put your baby in the baby's cot for 5 minutes and just take 5 minutes, you can take 5 minutes. It doesn't mean you're a bad mum or a bad parent, it just means you need 5 minutes. That's the thing as well. Notice your triggers, and it should really help you, because sometimes I don't know if it's a panic attack or something serious, so I panic. But now I kind of notice when I'm having a panic attack. I can be like, right, my throat feels tight, I'm anxious. So if I have a panic attack in the next like hour, I know it's just a panic attack because I'm already starting to display the symptoms. The last assumption is you don't realise you're a really good mum. Thank you so much. I don't think I do realise. I feel guilty a lot of the time that Cody doesn't see his dad. I feel like a lot of pressure to make up for that. Because there's just me, I think I put the pressure on myself of 2 parents, which he can't miss what he hasn't had. So I put the pressure on myself to be both parents, when in reality Cody can't miss what he doesn't have. So I just need to chill a little bit. I am doing the best I can, and I have come a long way with Cody and my anxiety. And then I took him to a couple play groups, I took him shopping a few times, I took him to meet my boyfriend's family, taking him this weekend to meet the other side of my boyfriend's family. I think I put a lot of pressure on myself. It's harder when making decisions with your baby because it's just on you. So like, for example, I want to go away for my 21st and I was going to take Cody with me, but everyone's like, Shannon, it's just for overnight, let us have Cody, because you've only ever had a night away from him, and he's 9, nearly 10 months old. So I was like, right, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, but I know I still feel guilty for that. But I think that's just a normal thing. I think that's just like mum guilt. But definitely, I don't think I give myself enough credit. The health visitor came out at the beginning of the month, and she was like, can I just say you're doing a really good job, you're too hard on yourself. And I'm so critical on myself. I don't know, I'm just really critical on myself, and I need to stop it because I'm not actually as bad as what I think. But yeah, thank you so much for sending your assumptions in. If you want me to do any more videos or you got any video requests, please leave them down below. I don't usually get many comments, but please can you comment if you watch the video, because it does mean a lot and it does inspire me to keep going. YouTube is my passion, but it's nice to know I've got people like that actively watch my videos, because on Instagram I can see people voting, but I don't necessarily know if you're watching, because the thumbs up you can't really see who's watching and who your audience is. Do appreciate the thumbs up though, but it's nice to know like who's watched my video, etc., and what you want to see, because sometimes the people that vote aren't people that watch my channel, so I'm filming a video and it might not be you guys that's requested it. So that is definitely something I just want to put out as well. I want to do a video series the first Monday of every month called Mental Health Mondays, and that's going to include things like dealing with depression, signs and symptoms people display, and everything like that. It's going to be like a whole series and chapter of everything. I don't know how long the series will go on for, probably quite a while, because it's only going to be the first Monday of every month. I don't know when I'm starting that. I don't know if it'll be the first Monday in March, but I'm really excited. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm going to go take my pictures for the collab now, which I'm really excited about. Ooh. And I can't believe I've got fake tan on. I do have this on, but it just keeps falling down. Of course, TMI, but I have not got a bra on. So yeah, sorry that you can hear the dogs barking in my outro. But thank you so much for watching, guys. And until next time, bye. Love you.